Hello and welcome. These are horse racing selections for Monday, the 21st of October. I am flatcapcallum and I'm hoping you're all very, very well. Alright, the aim's to be brief and got a lot of time to be video making, so let's get it done. Review of Saturday, because we did nothing on Sunday, and for Monday we've got one outrageous Yankee fear. So four horses, nice prices, and that's what we've got. Three Gowran Park, one at Plumpton. So we'll spin through Saturday. It was not a very good day. It finished not a very good week at all. I think it was 31.25 on, 285 back. It was a bit similar to Friday. We were close, but not there. Keys Chorister ran on creditably. It was fourth. We needed third. That would have started us off very nicely. Village Voice was fourth. That counted for everybody except Labrooks and Unibet. Prague, I don't know. Danny Tadhope tried something different. It didn't work. I'd keep an eye on that horse for next season. I think, he just took the wrong part of the track. Ran a solo, didn't work. Irisine again got into a bit of bother about midway point through the race. Came on late, but only could get fourth. We needed a third, so we had three fourths. Star Orion, no so good. So we had a place single back on Village Voice, and that was as good as it got. Because on this bet, James's Delight ran sort of no race. Mersky looked like it was going to win at one point, and then faded completely out of the placings. And when Euphrates, no good. So that was all a bit pants, which meant this was pants because we got nothing. Bo Pedro, word on Bo Pedro. Again, wrong side of the draw ultimately, I think. It's going to be down to a nice handicap mark for next season. And then Catrick, annoying. We got the win there, but that was fourth or fifth. And then this one, that drifted to 18 to 1, which Jana wouldn't have had, but a lot of you would have done, but found one too good. Yes, it was beaten 4 lengths, but it was second. So a win in a second, so got no return on that one. So yeah, we had 3 horses, one out of the placings that would have made a nice difference. Similar to Friday, we had one horse out of the place in there. So as it was pants. We ended up minus, I think it was 64.90, so took a real hit last week. Really annoying because been back 5 weeks. First week was great, 2 not great weeks. Then we had an okay week, and then we've had a bad week. So overall, up since I've been back, but now we're sort of chasing ourselves for October because we're behind in October. Just a bit annoying. All right. So yeah, Sunday it was all a bit patchy to be honest on Sunday, and I thought the weather might play havoc in Ireland. It did seem to with non-runners and things. So I'm happy that I stepped out of that one. So Monday, I've got 4 horses that I'm personally betting on, and this is the 4. I'm not betting on nothing else. That's rare. That actually is the case. There's usually some other bits and bobs. I'm not doing anything else. These 4, all 1 star. Forgot to write it on again, but they're all 1 star. Nice and straightforward. Here's the outrageous bet for Monday. All right, the one jumper we've got going on there. 225 at Plumpton. Demillion, Alexandra Dunn, Adam Wedge riding. It took a real step forward last time, I think, on the decent enough ground. I think it was running in a maiden. It's a novice today, which I think is interesting because they could have kept it in maidens. They put it in a novice, and generally find there's a slightly better quality in a novice, but I don't think it's massively out of its depth. Of the horses that have run, on paper, on its last run, it's not that far behind the other 2. And then there's a few at the top of the market that haven't actually jumped over hurdles before, and so you can have a bit of a question mark on them. So I had it as 16s. It's 33s. It's a very unlikely winner. I think there's an outside chance of a place in, so it made it in as a 1 star. We then go to 3 at Gowran Park, 3:30. Pink Aurora. It's a 3-year-old handicap. I'm not keen on, but I looked at this and I was like, that is just too big a price. Too big a price. Its best run was before it changed hands, so it was trained by Joseph O'Brien. It's changed hands now to the Clearys, owned by the family. Rory Cleary's riding it for the first time today. Second run in a handicap. I think last time, was it that Might be getting mixed up with them with a horse. Could be that one. But that one, I think it's that one. Last time they put it in a handicap, and I think they put it up. The distance was too far, and this is gone. This is back down to a mile. I think it's back down to a mile, and yeah, its best run was over a mile at Gowran Park when it was running in maidens. So there's a few other little bits, but I mean, it's there's not loads going for it. I'm not gonna not gonna lie, but 100 to 1 it is not 100 to 1 horse. No way. There's absolutely a chance that horse could suddenly put in a much better performance and be in the frame. Likewise, there is a chance that horse, is the one that finishes near the last. But 100 to 1, I'm happy to give it a chance for the channel. 1 star. 4:30 Gowran Park, Angel on Fire. It won the race last year when it was really heavy ground, and it's sort of in and out since. But generally speaking, when the ground's not great, it runs better. And we've got an interesting thing on these last two. We've got two £10 claimers. Julian Pietropaolo, easy for you to say. That's who's riding it. Keep an eye on Julian Pietropaolo. I think he is one to absolutely be looking at. So whether or not he does much in the all weather over the winter, it'd be interesting to see, or whether they save some of his claim for when he comes back. But he's had 3 winners already from not very many runs, 2 of them in the last 4 days, for a variety of different trainers. And clearly he's been identified his £10 claim is worth, so he's not on that horse for a bit of a joke. And I appreciate Julian Pietropaolo is not it doesn't sound like an Irish jockey, does it? But he's looking decent. So he's got a few rides at Gowran Park, to be fair, on Monday. That's the one that's caught my eye. So we're going to go there and finishing off 5:35. I looked at the horse to start with, and I was like, absolutely no, I'm going to end up picking this horse because I'm not going to say the name, and it's an Irish name that I always struggle with. So Sail Gaelach I'm going to go with. Feel free to crucify me in the comments. 25 to 1. That is Jim Bolger. Very interesting that Rory Cleary is not riding that horse, because Rory Cleary is normally Jim Bolger's main jockey. We've got Gabriella Hill. Again, most people wouldn't have come across Gabrielle Hill. She's run quite a lot of times, mainly for Jim Bolger. Only ever actually won 1 race at Leopardstown. But she's got a bit of a knack of picking up a little bit of prize money for places. So not necessarily in bigger fields. So sometimes hitting up 4th, 5th, that kind of stuff. It's 4 places most bookies, and yeah, it's handicap debutant, and its best form was on soft, and so. Apart from last time, which I think you could you could write off as a bit of a non-event, its form in maidens isn't bad at all, and so it's handicapped to run a decent enough race off there. So let's see. I think it's interesting that she's riding it, not Rory Cleary, because they're taking the £10 off for a reason. You wouldn't put if it's handicap debutant, you don't normally put an amateur conditional on it, unless you think that weight allowance is actually going to make a difference for it. It's not like they're trying to get the thing fit. So the other thing with Jim Bolger is, historically, he's had a very good record in October, and not this season. I mean, he's running less horses than he used to be. He used to have a lot more horses. He's definitely running the stable down, but he's only had 1 winner this October, which is very unusual. So I'm looking at the next 10 days, thinking there might be a couple pop in for him. So it's not it's not a reason it's not tick-starred it for me for that reason, but yeah, just thought it was an interesting factoid for you. So that's in at Gowran Park. 25p each way Yankee, 75p each way singles on all 4. That's 11.50, so 5.50 for that, 6 for that. Bookie place terms is similar, because that's 3, 5, 5, 4, depending if there's non-runners and stuff. The reason I put the bookie advice there is those are the 3 bookies that you can get these prices in a combination bet with at this point. So Paddy, Betfred and Boyle Sports. There's a couple of others. Bet365 are paying 100 to 1 on Pink Aurora, and not all they are. About 5 big bookies are. But yeah, if you look at this the night before, those 3 are up there, because that's where you can get this combination of prices together. All right, 11.50. That's it. See how we get on. I really would like a much better week. I'm sure everyone else would too, but it was just annoying Friday, Saturday, because our return was so minimal when actually there was quite a bit of endeavour, I would say, from horses out of the places. So frustrating, and I would say we're due to get something hitting together. Whether or not it's these outrageous for Monday, I don't know. But there you go. That's the only 4 I'm betting. So if I don't go in, I've had a bad day too. All right. Thank you very much. Have a good Monday. Bye bye.